the 20th chapter, and yesterday we have finished with the multiplication sutras. Okay, all the sutras for multiplication. Today, what we'll look at is the sutra for taking square. Okay, for finding a square of a number. Okay, for finding a square of a number. What is a square of a number? If I write 7, square means raised to the power 2, means that 7 times 7. Okay, that is known as a square, right? We did this. So it's gonna be 49. This is what we simply do. Okay, normally when we are finding a square, this is what we do. We multiply the number by itself and find the square. Okay, but there is a sutra. Okay, there is a sutra for this thing. For this particular calculation, there is a sutra. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Now, this sutra is called Sutra for finding the square of a number. Okay, a sutra for finding square of a number. Now, let's take a look at how we use this sutra. Okay, for example, I have a number, solve 107 square. Okay, normally we multiply 107 times 107 to find the square. But in this sutra, what we do, first we will take out the deviation of 107. Okay, quickly tell me what's the deviation of 107? What's the deviation of 107? Yes, guys. What's the number that is extra to the base? 7. Yes, that's right. Okay. Deviation is a number that is extra to the base. What are the bases? Bases can be multiples of 100. Okay. And bases can be the numbers that end with 0. Okay. For example, 100, 200, 300, 400, and 10 and 100 and 1000, 10,000. Those are all bases. So the numbers that are extra to these bases are what? My deviation. Okay. So my deviation is how much? 7. Okay. Now what will we do? We will do the square of the deviation. Okay. Step 1. Step 1 is that do the square of the deviation. Okay. Means that deviation is 7. I'll do a square of 7, which will give me how much? 49. Okay, 49. All right. And this becomes my right side of the answer. Okay, this becomes my right side of the answer. Okay, now next step is add 7. Add the deviation to the original number. Okay, add the deviation to original number. add the deviation to original number 107 plus 7. Okay, 107 plus 7. How much? 114. Okay, so 114, I have my left side of the answer. Okay, with this, I have my left side of the answer. This sutra is very simple. Okay, and the final step, we will put them together. Okay, put them together for the final answer. Okay, so my answer will be, answer becomes first the right side, 49, left side, 114. Okay, answer is 11449. Okay, hope it's clear to you.
Yes.
Okay. Now, there are some things in this particular sutra which are there. Okay, besides the simple calculation that you have to keep in mind. What are those things? We have done them in the previous sutras. The first is that you have to consider the deviation if it's a hundredth value or thousand value. Okay, if it is less than 100, then you put a zero. Okay, then you put a zero on to the left side of the deviation that you are getting, that the answer you will obtain by doing the square of a deviation.
Ma'am, can you just
Yes, Abraham. See, after you do the square of the deviation, if the value is not in two digits, but your main number is has the value of 100, but your answer you're getting only in ones. So you add a zero to the left side of the deviation square. Okay. Another thing, like we will do questions on this, so it will become clear. Okay. Another thing is sometimes in the deviation, the number might be too big. Okay. While you are doing square of deviation, the number might be too big. So that time, like you only have to take it in hundreds, but it might come in thousands. So that time, what you do, you carry over one digit to the left side. Okay. To step 2, you carry one digit from here to step 2 to add it. Okay, that also we will do an example and see how we carry and add in step 2. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on to another question. Okay, let's move on to another question. Write this down. Solve 109 square. Okay, this is for you all to try out. Try this out.
ma'am, is it 111881?
Yes, Simeon correct, Abraham correct. 1188.
118811.
Yes, right, Anaya. That's right. Okay. Step first, we just take the square of 9. Okay. That is 81. My right side of the answer. Step 2, you do 109 plus 9. Add the deviation to the original number. Okay. 109 plus 9. How much? 118. 118. Step 3, we just put them together. So I have 11881. Okay. Now let's try one more question.
Ma'am, what if I just have a question, ma'am? When
Yes.
we are solving, what if like there are two numbers?
What if there are two
Zero.
numbers? Two-digit number. We'll try questions with two-digit number.
No, ma'am,
Okay.
I'm saying like what if there's no zero in the middle?
What if there is no zero in the digit?
Yeah, ma'am.
Then it will be done normally, Abraham. Okay.
Ma'am, then it won't happen.
No, no. It will happen. It will happen. If there is no zero in the digit, then also it will happen. Okay. You just follow the same process and do.
Okay, ma'am. And what if the numbers are not like? Okay, ma'am, I understood.
Okay. Okay. So,
And
yes.
what if the ending is zero?
What if the ending is zero? Okay. Then I think the right part of the answer becomes zero.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Next we have 113 square. Okay. Now I have what's my deviation in 113? Tell me the deviation of 113.
13.
13. Good. First step.
1169.
Is it 1169? No, Abraham, not 1169. See, one twist we have that we will carry over. Okay, how in this question we are having this step when we'll carry. How we'll see. Okay, see, 13 is my deviation. So first step I'll do
Ma'am, what
13.
does 13 become your deviation?
How does 13 becomes a deviation? See, what is the number that is closest to 11300? Right? Either we go back or we go forward. Okay. So what's the number closest to 113? 100. Okay. 13 and 113 is 13 more than 100.
Oh,
100 plus 13. Right. So that is why 13 is my deviation. Okay. So I'll do 13.
so, ma'am, to do this method, ma'am, we have to know what we have to know square root till 50.
Square root still 50. Not necessarily. Okay. Not like necessarily. Even till 20 is okay. Okay. Even you know till 20, that is also okay. All right. Besides, you can just of the last digits are very small, so you can just quickly multiply and find out. Okay, so don't worry about like learning the square roots till 50. Okay, 13 square. Do 13 square and find out what's the answer.
169.
169, 169. 1.69. Good. Okay. Now see, 113. Okay. What's my base in this? What's my base? 100 is the base. Okay. 100 is the base. Okay. In 113. So, and how many zeros in 100? Only two zeros. Means that I can only take um, the last two digits in my deviation. I can only take the last two digits in my deviation. Okay, 100 is the base. So what will I do? I will take one, carry one in the next step to be added. Okay, all right. 100 is base. Okay, with two zeros. Hence, two digits will be taken. Only two digits will be taken. Okay. So 69 I will consider.
Ma'am, is it 12769?
Is it 12769? Correct, Abraham. It's 12769. Step 2. Okay. Step 213 plus 13. 113 plus 13 gives me 126. Okay. Now, and in 126, I will add 1 from step 1. From step. Okay. So how much I'll have? I'll have 127. Okay. That's my left side of the answer. Third step, put them together. Put them together. Answer equals to 12769. Okay. Got it?
Ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
in the earlier answer, which I had got and I had squared it, when I did the same thing but only took three, ma'am, I was getting 169 in the answer.
Okay. Yes, Abraham, because you took 169 all together, okay? But we will not take 169 all the three numbers. Why? Because base is only 100. If the base was
Okay.
1000, that time we could take 169 together.
No, ma'am, I was saying earlier I had given the answer 1169. So when I had done it without considering the deviation and just taking it as 3,
Mm-hmm.
I was getting 169 in the answer.
Okay.
Is that a method to calculate squares?
Can you repeat the last line you said?
Ma'am, is that a method to calculate square roots?
Is there a method to calculate square roots? I'll look it up, Abraham, and let you know, okay? If we have that in the chapter or separately. Using a sutra, you are asking, right?
No, I'm like just a normal method that makes calculating easy.
Just a normal method. Abraham, it's just the multiplication, okay? Just a normal multiplication. And we only have like very small multiplications when we are using this sutra to find out the square root, okay? Because the last digit it is the last two digits, okay?
Ma'am, you can't have numbers till like above 1,000.
can't have numbers above 1,000. You might have numbers above 1,000 in the sutra.
Ma'am, is
Okay.
there a limit?
Can you repeat?
Is there a limit?
Is there a limit? I don't know if there's a limit, but in our course, we have numbers 2 digit and 3 digit numbers, 4 digit numbers also. Okay. And I think there are like 5, 6 digits numbers also in the sutra. Okay. We have till 4 digit numbers in the sutra. All right, that you have to study right now. What's the max for the sutra? That even I don't like really know. Okay, like up to like how big value it can go. All right,
Okay, ma'am.
but the method remains the same for however the number of digits are there in the question. Method remains the same. Okay, so let's try one more question. Let's try another one. Now, how do we do with a 2 digit number? How we do with the 2 digit number? Solve 98 square. Okay. Now see guys, this is like quite simple. Okay. Base is also 100. In this part also, the base is 100. Why? Because 98 is close to 100. Okay, but usually when we have a bigger number than 100, we what's how do we find the deviation? 100 plus that number. Suppose I have 108. So deviation becomes 100 plus 8 means 8. But when I have a number lesser than 100, so it becomes 100 minus 98. Oh, okay.
Minus 2, right?
Minus 2. Okay, 100 minus 2. That gives us 98. Okay,
Ma'am, is the
so
answer 1024?
is the answer 1024? No, 9604. Okay, why 9604? Let's see. Now, 98 is less than the base 100. Okay, how much less than the base 100? 2 less than the base 100. Okay, 98 is 2 less than the base 100. Okay, so how we write it? How we write it in step 2? See, first step is normally, see, 100 minus 2 is 98. So you will do 2, you will take as the number which is to be squared. Okay, step 1. Step 1 is do a square of 2.
Ma'am, 4.
4. Step 2 is we will do 98 minus 2. 98 minus 2. Remember, we take the original number and then we add or subtract the deviation. You remember that? In the normally what we were doing till now, we take the original number and subtract the deviation. What's the deviation? How much the number is less than the base. So that value is your deviation when the number is lesser than the base. Okay, so 2 is your deviation. So you will do 98 minus 2. How much? 96. Okay, 96. Now, one more thing is there. Okay, one more thing is there. See, 98. Okay, what's the base? What's the base?
100
And
has two zeros, and when you're doing it to 100, you need to put another zero in front of 4.
yes, that's correct, Abraham. We'll put 10 in front of 4. Okay, because two zeros are there in 100. So we need to make the deviation a 2 digit number. Okay, so 0, 4 and 9, 6. Now we'll put them together in the third step. answer becomes 9604. Okay, being this the left side of the answer and the right side of the answer. Yes, those are correct. 9604. Okay. So hope you got what we do if the value is lesser than 100. Okay, but the base is still 100, then we just minus how much it's less than 100. That will become our deviation. Okay.
Ma'am, can you do one more?
Yes, you can do one more. Solve this one.
Is it 9216?
Is it 9216? Yes, Abraham, 9216 is correct. Hope all of y'all are getting 9216.
Ma'am, what if the answer is like the answer is closer to 10?
What if the number is closer to 10? Then we take the base as 10.
Or ma'am,
Okay.
or will the base be 0?
No, base will not be 0. Okay. It will be 10.
It will only be 10.
Yes, it will
So
be 10. It
because
starts from 10. Okay. Base
then
starts from 10. The lowest base is 10.
okay, ma'am. And can you give us one question with the base near to 10?
With the base 10, sure. Find out the square of 9. See, what's
Is
the problem?
we know the answer.
We know the answer. Yes.
Ma'am. Maybe then 24 or something higher.
Maybe something higher. Okay. Then try this out. This is the
The
problem with
base of with a base of 10.
no. With the closest base. And the base is going to be 30.
Okay.
Okay. 10, this thing is there. Like 10 is a small number, and the numbers that are which have the base 10, we already know the answer. Okay, that is why 10 base is used the least.
Ma'am, how do you
Yes.
do when it's 30, like when the base becomes 30?
How does the base becomes 30? See, like I said,
How
bases
do you
can be,
do it when it becomes 30? It's because 30 is not like 100. Is it still the same way?
see, bases are of two types, measure bases and sub-bases. Sub-bases. Okay. Now the measure bases are when we do the squares of 10. Okay, and keep doing the squares. Sub-bases are the multiples of 10.
Is
Okay,
it
so
344?
can you repeat?
344?
344. The base is gonna be 300 of 344. Okay, why?
I thought you said
Ma'am,
the
the
base as
answer.
340.
Okay, the answer 344. Are you all getting 344 as the answer, all of you? Let me just check this. Mm, I think we have. Check it again, Abraham. Recheck.
Ma'am, I think there's something that changes when with sub bases. Ma'am, I think
Let's
change
out
sub bases.
32 squares. So my base is 30. Okay. And 2 is my, so 2 square we will do 4. Okay. And since it's 2 digits, one digit only is there, 10 is there only. So I'll just keep it as it is. Then I'll do 32 plus 2,
Ma'am, that is 34.
34.
Then becomes 3, 4, 4.
Okay, your method was right, Abraham. But I'll just check the working with the sub base, okay? And I'll confirm and let you know how do we work with the sub base, okay? I don't think we have tried a sub base yet, right?
Yes.
We only tried major bases. So I think there might be another step or might be something different while using the sub base. Maybe we need to add something or do a square of something else.
Ma'am, what is the correct answer?
What is the correct answer? The correct answer is 1024.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
The of 32 is 1024. I'll work this out and then I'll share with you how do we work with a sub base, okay? But you understood the concept of base and sub base, right?
Ma'am,
Bases,
you multiplied by 3.
you multiply it by 3, maybe. Do and let me know.
I think it has been used this method with 32. Pretty sure it was.
Yes, Neha, but we are not getting the right answer if we are doing according to the base method. That's what we are discussing. If we are doing according to this method, then we are not getting the answer. Okay, because this is a method with a base, but maybe there's something different we need to do when we are doing with a sub base. Okay, that's what we are discussing. So I'll work it out
Ma'am,
that
Subbase is basically like it's
sub base is, yes, multiples of 10, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, or multiples of 100, not 100.
There's
Okay.
a way to solve for subbases.
Yes, there's a way to solve for subbases, Abraham, Simeon. That we'll work on. Okay, 500. Okay, or 2000. Okay, 4000, 3000, 6000. These are all subbases. Okay,
ma'am, if I multiply by 3, I'm getting 732.
732. Okay, the 732 is also not the answer. I'll find out how do we work with subbases and then we'll discuss it in the next class. Okay. We'll discuss it in the coming classes how we work with subbases. But right now, we only have the bases. That is, what are the bases again? 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, okay, 10 lakh. Those are the bases. 1 and all the zeros. Those are the bases. But besides these, 20, 30, 40, 200, 300, 400, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000. Okay, then 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Those are all sub bases. All right. We'll
Ma'am,
work out with sub bases.
what if you have a number close to 200? Is it possible?
What if we have a number
Close to 200, like 207.
207? It's possible, Abraham, but again, we have a sub base that is 200 in this number. So we have to see first how do we work out with sub bases? What is different that we have to do? Okay, for a sub base. Okay. So, just try out this one question. Solve 89 square.
For this, for this also we take 100 now.
Um, can you repeat that, Anaya?
For this also the base needs to be 100.
The base needs to be 100. Yes, you can take the base as 100.
Ma'am, is it 7921?
Is it 7921? Yes, Abraham, 7921 is correct. Okay. Okay, Simeon, you can try out that way. Okay. But we will discuss in the next class since it's time already today. Okay. We will be discussing in the next class. Also, in the next class, we will discuss how to work out with 4-digit numbers. Same sutra, this sutra itself. When we have 4-digit numbers, today we saw 3-digit and 2-digit numbers. Okay, upcoming class we will see how to work out with 4-digit numbers. Hope everyone is getting the answer to this question.
Ma'am, with 4-digit numbers, we just do the same method,
Yes, same method.
but we use 3 zeros. So our answer should have 3 zeros, like bearings.
Yes, Abraham, that's right.
Ma'am, can we try it?
Can you repeat it?
Ma'am, can we try 3-digit?
You can try 3-digit. Okay, this will only take 21. Okay, and we'll add 1 to the next step. Put them together. 7.
Ma'am, ma'am, I'm asking, can we have a, a 4-digit number? Can we try solving a 4-digit number, ma'am?
Simeon, Hardik sir's class is at 10 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 10 there now, right?
No, Simeon, it's only 9.
It's only 9 a.m. here right now. 1
Oh,
hour more to go, okay?
it
Yeah.
looks like 10 because, oh, it's only 11:30.
Yeah, one hour more to go, Simeon. Okay. Okay. Abraham, we'll stop here, okay? And we will do it in the next class. Tomorrow, just a reminder for you all. Tomorrow is what day? Wednesday. Okay, so you have test of chapter 19 of chapter 19. Okay. Still, if there are any doubts from the 19th chapter, just let me know. I'll take a quick class tomorrow morning. Okay. Individual also I can take. If there's any doubts for any of you, I can take a class tomorrow morning. Okay. But you have to let me know prior. Okay. You have to let me know prior. That is today evening. You have to let me know the doubts.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. Simeon, is it okay? So